Hi, fourth graders. I'm here with our vocabulary words for the week that go along with our story Encyclopedia Brown and the case of the slippery salamander. Our first vocabulary word is amphibians. Amphibians are cold-blooded, moist-skinned, scaleless animals with backbones that live underwater until they develop lungs for living on land. So here you can see the picture shows a few different types of amphibians. On the top left, we see a frog. There in the middle is a toad. At the very top right, we see a salamander, which is actually another one of our vocabulary words that we'll find out exactly what it means a little bit later. Our next word is crime. A crime is an activity that is against the law, or an action that is taken that is against the law and undertaken by a criminal. Somebody who commits a crime would be called a criminal. And this picture here is a cartoon image of what was traditionally used in old movies and cartoons or comics of a burglar or somebody who is committing a crime. They're wearing a black and white striped shirt and they're carrying a bag on their shoulder where they put their loot, which are the things that they've stolen, and they're wearing a black mask. Our next vocabulary word is exhibit. An exhibit is a display or a public showing. And as you can see in this picture, it is titled Teen Art Exhibit. So it is an exhibit of some teenagers and the art that they've created. Some of it looks pretty cool. I like it. Oh, look, there's a flamingo down there. It would match Miss Holmes's theme in our classroom. Our next vocabulary word is lizards. Lizards are long-bodied, cold-blooded reptiles with tails, movable eyelids, and usually with 4 legs, although some have no legs and look a lot like snakes. So up in this picture here, we've got an example, the one there in the middle on the left. It's a lizard without any legs, and it sure does look a lot like a worm to me. But we've also got the gecko on the bottom left. We've got a chameleon on the top left as well, and a green lizard there on the bottom right. We see a lot of those kind of, I think the two on the bottom, the gecko and the green lizard, we see a lot of those here in Panama. Our next word is reference. Reference is something that's used for information or help. And I've put a picture of the dictionary, and I know Miss Holmes always makes a joke in class about how you guys don't really use dictionaries anymore. You don't use encyclopedias. You go to and I had told you the story about a student of mine one time had referred to the dictionary as the Google book. So we use Google as a tool for reference. So meaning when we need to find information, that's where we go. So a dictionary, we look at it for reference to find out how to correctly spell a word. And our next word is reptiles. Reptiles are cold-blooded animals with backbones and lungs, usually covered with horny plates or scales. So if you remember correctly the definition of amphibians, it said scaleless, meaning that they do not have scales. So amphibians do not have scales, and this definition here of reptiles says that they are covered with scales. So in the picture we see some of the types of reptiles. We've got a turtle, a snake. Ooh, that's a creepy snake. I don't like those yellow albino snakes. What else do we have? We have a crocodile, a lizard, a gecko, a chameleon. And here we are. We came across the next vocabulary word, which is salamanders. Salamanders are animals that are shaped like lizards, but they're more related to frogs and toads. They have moist, smooth skin, and they live in water or damp places. And our last vocabulary word is stumped. When you say, I'm stumped, it means I'm puzzled, or that, I really am stuck. I don't know the answer. I am stumped. So I hope none of these words for the week left you feeling puzzled or stumped. Hopefully you will be able to answer them in your notebook page, and you'll hear these words when you listen to the story of the week. Take care, fourth graders. Big love to you all.